Have you ever wondered why people act a certain way? Why someone behaves differently in different situations? Or why we sometimes feel things we can't quite explain? The human mind is complex, but it's also incredibly fascinating. Understanding some psychological facts about people can help us make sense of our own behavior and the actions of those around us. In this discussion, I'll share some lesser-known psychological facts that can give you a deeper insight into how people think, feel, and behave. By the end of this, you'll have a better understanding of human nature, which might just help you in your daily interactions. 1. People are more emotional than logical. You might think that people make decisions based on logic and reason, but in reality, most decisions are driven by emotions. Whether it's buying a product, choosing a job, or picking a partner, emotions play a massive role in decision-making. For example, if someone buys an expensive car, it's often not because it's the most practical choice, but because it makes them feel good. Maybe it boosts their self-esteem or gives them a sense of status. Even in arguments, people tend to stick to their beliefs because of how those beliefs make them feel, not because they have solid evidence. Understanding that emotions drive behavior can help you navigate conversations and decisions more effectively. 2. First impressions are hard to change. We've all heard the saying, "You never get a second chance to make a first impression." This is because first impressions are incredibly powerful. When we meet someone for the first time, our brain quickly forms an opinion about them within seconds. This impression is based on their appearance, body language, and even their tone of voice. Once this first impression is made, it's hard to change. Even if you learn new things about a person later on, your brain tends to stick with the initial judgment. This is why it's so important to be aware of how you present yourself when meeting new people. It's not just about looking good, but also about being mindful of how you speak and carry yourself. 3. People are naturally attracted to confidence. Confidence is like a magnet. It draws people in. When someone is confident, they give off an energy that others find appealing. This doesn't mean you have to be loud or arrogant. True confidence is about being comfortable in your own skin, knowing your strengths, and accepting your weaknesses. People are more likely to trust and follow someone who exudes confidence. In social situations, confident individuals tend to stand out, not because they are the smartest or the most attractive, but because they believe in themselves. If you want to make a strong impression or influence others, work on building your self-confidence. 4. Body language speaks louder than words. While we often focus on what people say, their body language can tell us much more about what they're really thinking or feeling. In fact, it's believed that over 70% of communication is nonverbal. This includes facial expressions, gestures, posture, and eye contact. For example, crossed arms might suggest someone is feeling defensive or closed off, while leaning in closer during a conversation can indicate interest and engagement. By paying attention to these nonverbal cues, you can gain a deeper understanding of what someone is truly trying to communicate. Moreover, being aware of your own body language can help you convey the right message to others. 5. People remember how you made them feel. You might not remember every detail of a conversation, but you will likely remember how that conversation made you feel. This is because emotions leave a lasting impact on our memory. If someone made you feel valued, appreciated, or loved, you're more likely to remember that person fondly. On the other hand, if someone made you feel embarrassed, ignored, or disrespected, that negative emotion will stick with you. This is a powerful reminder that how we treat others can have a long-lasting impact. If you want to leave a positive impression on someone, focus on making them feel good during your interactions. 6. People often see what they want to see. Human perception is highly subjective. We often see things not as they are, but as we want them to be. This is known as confirmation bias. It's a psychological phenomenon where we favor information that confirms our existing beliefs and ignore or downplay information that contradicts them. For example, if you believe that someone is rude, you might focus on their negative behavior and overlook any kind gestures they make. Similarly, if you're convinced that a particular decision is the right one, you're likely to focus on evidence that supports it and ignore any warning signs. Understanding this bias can help you be more objective in your judgments and open-minded in your interactions. 7. People crave social validation. Humans are social creatures, and we all have a deep-seated need for social validation. This means we seek approval, acceptance, and recognition from others. Whether it's posting on social media, sharing our achievements, or simply engaging in conversations, we often look for feedback that confirms our worth and status. This need for validation can sometimes lead people to behave in ways that aren't authentic or true to themselves. For example, someone might buy expensive clothes or gadgets not because they need them, but because they want to impress others. Being aware of this can help you understand why people do what they do and how you can approach your own need for validation in a healthier way. 8. People are afraid of rejection. Rejection is one of the most painful experiences we can go through. It triggers feelings of inadequacy, shame, and even fear. This fear of rejection is so strong that it often stops people from taking risks or putting themselves out there. Whether it's asking someone out on a date, applying for a job, or sharing their ideas. Because of this fear, people often avoid situations where there's a chance of being rejected. They might stay in their comfort zone or go along with the crowd instead of standing out. Understanding this fear can help you be more compassionate towards others and also encourage you to overcome your own fear of rejection by taking small, manageable risks. 9. People are more likely to help others if they feel good about themselves. When people feel good about themselves, they're more likely to be generous and helpful to others. This is known as the feel-good, do-good effect. When someone has high self-esteem or is in a positive mood, they're more inclined to help others, whether it's through small acts of kindness or more significant gestures. This is why making others feel good can actually increase the likelihood that they'll return the favor. Complimenting someone, showing genuine appreciation, or simply being kind can create a positive atmosphere where people are more willing to support each other. 10. People are naturally curious. Curiosity is a fundamental part of human nature. We're wired to explore, learn, and seek out new experiences. This curiosity drives innovation, creativity, and personal growth. However, it can also lead to distractions or risky behavior if not managed well. People's curiosity often makes them want to know more about something that's hidden or unknown. This is why mystery and intrigue can be so compelling. If you want to capture someone's attention, give them just enough information to pique their interest, but not so much that they lose the desire to learn more. 11. People tend to follow the crowd. Humans have a natural tendency to conform to social norms and follow the crowd. This is known as social proof. When we see others behaving in a certain way, we often assume it's the correct behavior and follow along. This is why trends, fads, and group behavior are so influential. This need to fit in can sometimes override our personal beliefs or desires. People might go along with something they don't fully agree with just because everyone else is doing it. Understanding this can help you recognize when you're being influenced by social pressure and make more independent decisions. 12. People love to be heard. One of the most fundamental desires people have is to be heard and understood. When someone listens to us attentively, it makes us feel valued and respected. This is why being a good listener is such an important skill in building strong relationships. When you truly listen to someone, without interrupting or judging, you show them that their thoughts and feelings matter. This can create a deep connection and make the other person more likely to open up to you in the future. 13. People are influenced by their environment. Our environment plays a huge role in shaping our behavior, often more than we realize. The people we spend time with, the places we go, and the media we consume all influence our thoughts, actions, and attitudes. For example, if you're surrounded by positive, motivated people, you're more likely to adopt a similar mindset. On the other hand, a negative environment can bring you down and affect your behavior in ways you might not be fully aware of. By being mindful of your environment, you can make choices that support your well-being and goals. Surrounding yourself with positive influences and creating a space that inspires you can have a profound impact on your life. 14. People are driven by a need for control. We all have a fundamental need to feel in control of our lives. When we feel like we're in control, we experience less stress and anxiety. This need for control can manifest in various ways, such as making decisions, planning, or even organizing our surroundings. However, when people feel like they've lost control, it can lead to frustration, anxiety, or even depression. This is why giving people choices or involving them in decision-making can be so empowering. Even small decisions, like choosing what to eat for dinner or what to wear, can help satisfy this need for control. 15. People are more motivated by loss than gain. Psychologically, the fear of losing something is a more powerful motivator than the prospect of gaining something. This is known as loss aversion. For example, the fear of losing money is often stronger than the desire to earn more. This is why people might take drastic measures to avoid losing something they value, even if the potential gain is significant. This principle is often used in marketing and persuasion, where the focus is on what someone stands to lose by not taking action rather than what they could gain. Understanding this can help you recognize when your decisions are being influenced by the fear of loss rather than a desire for gain. 16. People value experiences over material things. While material possessions can bring temporary happiness, experiences tend to bring more lasting joy. This is because experiences create memories and often involve social interactions, which are more fulfilling than owning something. People are more likely to feel satisfied when they spend money on experiences like travel, dining, or concerts rather than on material goods. Experiences also contribute to our personal growth and shape our identity in ways that possessions cannot. 17. People often hide their true feelings. Many people are not comfortable expressing their true feelings, especially when those feelings are negative. Instead, they might mask their emotions with a smile or pretend everything is fine, even when it's not. This is often done to avoid conflict, rejection, or judgment from others. However, this can lead to misunderstandings and strained relationships, as others may not realize what's really going on. Learning to recognize when someone is hiding their true feelings can help you provide support or address issues more effectively. 18. People are more alike than they are different. Despite the many ways in which people seem different, at the core, we all share similar needs and desires. We all want to be loved, accepted, and understood. We all experience fear, joy, sadness, and hope. Recognizing this common humanity can help you connect with others on a deeper level and foster empathy. When you understand that everyone has their own struggles and insecurities, it's easier to be compassionate and less judgmental. This can improve your relationships and help you create a more positive environment for yourself and those around you. Conclusion: the human mind is full of fascinating secrets that influence our behavior in ways we might not even realize. By understanding these psychological facts, you can gain a better understanding of yourself and others, improve your relationships, and make more informed decisions. Remember, these insights aren't about manipulating others, but about fostering deeper connections and a greater understanding of the human experience.